Welcome back to my journey from Bad Goisern all the way over to Linz, about 100 kilometers, 60 miles northeast of where I currently am. If you watched the previous video, I did a little bit of exploring in Bad Goisern. My train is coming any moment, so if you're wanting to come on a bit of an adventure with me, we're going to go and explore Bad Ischl, and then we're going to try to get to Linz later on this evening. Then consider joining me in this video. My train will be here any moment. Speak of the devil, it's sure to appear. There is the yellow built Bad Goisern train station, and here is my train. Right, if you're interested in knowing how I'm booking these train tickets, I'm using the OBB app, which I think is the official train company app here in Austria. You can book it on the app right up until the train leaves, as I did just then. I literally booked it a couple of minutes before I jumped on board. And the train journey that I have booked from Bad Goisern to Bad Ischl, about 15 minutes, and it has cost €3. So trains out here, from what I've seen so far, very affordable, decent prices. Well, it is official. There goes my train. Onto pastures new. I have made it to Bad Ischl. So I think what I'm going to do is head into the train station through the other side. We'll take a walk around, see what's about. On that short train journey, I spotted a small town called Larfen, which one day I need to go back to. It looked incredible. There was this beautiful mountain river or stream, and then behind it was this row of colourful houses with a big cliff behind it. The place just looked magical. Well, this is definitely worth seeing. Just across from the train station, there is an old steam locomotive. Here we go, this is the train, and it is kept permanently underneath this shelter to protect it from the elements. Look at that, some history there. The only information I can find on it is this sign. And when I translated it using Google Translate, it said that it was restored in 1991. But it consists of one engine and one carriage. Look at that. SKGIB. That might be the name of the train operator. In fact, I've just seen you can actually go inside. Let's see if we can get in there. Better be careful, we don't want any injuries. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Right, we're inside. How about that? Look at all these cogs, buttons, levers. Look at that, there's a lever there, a lever here. Goodness knows what they do. And just tons. There's where you put the coal, I would imagine. You'd open this up, all the coal would go in, and that would power the train. All aboard! Just kidding. Right, let's see if we can get out without breaking anything. Oof. Worst of all, my bones. There we go. Right, well, worth checking out if you are here in the city. Oh, look at this. We've found a nice iron green bridge here, and let's have a look to see what that river's looking like. Wow, magnificent. The sun is definitely shining on this side of the city. That's not the most appealing of buildings, but it's going to get better, I can assure you. And speaking of getting better, take a look at the riverside view on the right and the mountains in the distance there. First observation is that We have a small Christmas market here, so no doubt as it gets dark now, just a couple of hours of sunlight left, I'm guessing that will start to heat up. And also, just 2 minutes from the train station is the main town centre, so I can see a busy street up ahead of me. Bad Ischl is a spa town, and if there's one thing that a spa town needs, it's a spa. So in 1829 until 1831, this impressive building was built behind me. It's officially called the Trinkhalle, or the drink hall in English, and these days it is the tourist information centre for the town. I've just been inside, it's really nice in there. It was built in Greek classical style, and aside from there being a tourist information desk, there's also a number of Christmas stalls and a Christmas market temporarily in there over the Christmas season, selling all kinds of festive products. There's a coffee shop and a little area set aside for tables and chairs so you can relax and enjoy your coffee. There's also a Christmas tree right down one end with a whole load of colourful presents below the tree. If you're wondering what that bell is, by the way, it is a children's train that is going around the track just next to the Trinkhalle. Just walked around the massive St Nikolaus church right in the centre here, and the reason I did is because I saw a Christmas tree from a distance. There are lights on it. I wonder if it will be lit up a little bit later on this evening, couple of hours time maybe. We will check it out. Another very impressive square and massive yellow grand building on the other side of it. There is a lot of wonderful architecture around this square, no doubt about it. Really nice to have a stroll around actually. Population here is just under 15,000 people at the last count. And Bad Ischl is known as the gateway to the Alpine lakes and mountains. Hallstatt, which is a very famous town, and the associated lakes are just south of here. So I guess a lot of people will either stay here and travel down, or they'll stay here on their way towards the lakes and the mountains. I think what I'm going to do now is try and get inside the church, see what it's like inside. See if the door is open. Yes, indeed. Very heavy. When you walk into a church, you never know what you're going to find. Different styles, different stories, lots going on in all of them, but they are also very different. This one, the paintings are just magnificent. There are paintings all the way up the walls, and the ceiling is just this massive fresco painted in these incredible vivid colours. The detail that's gone into the works is just phenomenal. I can't even begin to imagine the different stories and times and tales that those paintings tell. There's plenty of stained glass windows letting in what light there is left in the day, and it really is shining beautifully on the artwork, making the colours really vivid and really pop out. The size of that organ, it looks like it could blow the roof off of this place. There are loads of wooden pews, I would say plenty of space for nearly 1,000 people, and then ahead of me is the altar, once again decked out in paintings, with a stained glass window either side. Yeah, really, really something else. Glad I popped my head into this one. The Christmas lights are coming on. It's not dark yet, so the effect will be more pronounced in about an hour's time. We'll definitely keep our eye on it. But the lights are looking nice already. Horse and carriage over here. And I think what I'm going to do now as I pass the horses and the carriage is head up the high street and see what's at the other end of this. It's fine. I was just filming myself walking across.
Okay, you didn't
Sorry
forget
about
it.
that.
Okay.
No, I didn't forget it. Thank you though. Nice ladies. Thought I'd left my camera here, but I hadn't. I was just filming a scene of me walking across the bridge here in Bad Ischl, Austria. Alright, that was a very enjoyable walk along by the river. It is starting to, I say starting, it is pretty much dark now. The sun set about half an hour ago and I've just seen something on my left. I was thinking about dinner options. This is one of them. I've never seen this before. Take a look. You can either sit outside at this restaurant. It's currently -1, so you might not want to do that. Or you can dine inside a cable car. Look at that, I have never seen that before. Inside you've got a table set up, you can get 6 people, maybe even 8 people in it, and it will be nice and toasty warm. It's either that or McDonald's on the other side of the street. So I've just been back on the OBB train app and I have booked myself a ticket to Linz. The time is now 18:15 and my train leaves at 18:54, so I'm going to head towards the train station now. The ticket costs just over 20 euros and the journey is about 2 hours with 1 change along the way. Now just before we leave, we do have one piece of unfinished business. This is the reindeer and Christmas tree that I was wondering what was going to look like in darkness a little bit earlier on in the video. There is definitely something going on at the church. But if you remember a few scenes ago, when it was light, I walked into this little square with the church and the beautiful buildings surrounding it. There was a Christmas tree and I wondered if the Christmas tree would be turned on later on when it got dark. And affirmative, we have another lit Christmas tree. In fact, we got Christmas lights on all over the place down here. Bad Ischl, I am very, very impressed. I can also hear a Christmas band just ahead of me. Let's go and investigate. Unmistakable sound. Let's see if I can figure out where it's actually coming from. Delayed arriving, so I've only got 5 minutes to get to my next train, my connecting train. I think we're going this way. Welcome to At Nang Huchheim. We are looking for an info board so I can figure out where I've got to go. There's my train, RJ749 to Wien, Vienna. I'm going to get off though at Linz. 8 o'clock, that's the time, and it is, let's have a look, 2BD. Okay, that's my train, bit confusing. I think A and B are the business class. And so I've come down to C or D. I think this is C here. There we go. So I can get on, I'll tell you what, let's go for that one over there. That looks a bit busier. Confirmation. All right, we have made it to Linz. 8:30 the time is at the moment. It has taken an hour and a half to complete the journey, but I'm glad to be here. The next thing that we've got to handle though is try and find the hotel. So I'm going to get myself out of the station and see if we can find it. Okay, Ausgang exit. This way. Look at this train station. It's like an airport. Kind of feels like I've taken a wrong turn somewhere, but according to my calculations, I'm all good. I'm in a kind of residential area, about 20 minutes walk, 25 minutes walk from the main train station. Now I think if I'm correct, the hostel should be up here and on the left. We'll see. Aha, I think we've found it. Hello there. I'm just trying to check in.
What's up?
Am I able to check in?
You want to check in?
Yes.
You booked over?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Listen a sec, okay?
Yeah, no problem. Over there, is it? Thank you. So I arranged an after-hours check-in because the reception here at the hostel is only open until 7 p.m. at the weekend. But when I got in, you saw it was heaving down there, loads and loads of people, and there was just one person on serving the bar, and so I had to queue up, wait for him, and then he came across, and it just took ages. 20 minutes I've been down there, but not the end of the world. I am glad I'm on the 3rd floor though, because the noise down there sounds like it's going to be going on for most of the night. Right, I think it's in here. Not bad. Looks like my worst nightmare though. I got to make the bed. 2 single beds down here and 2 bunk beds up above. Not bad at all for £40 a night, including breakfast. Well, I think I am going to just crash. It has been a long but very, very enjoyable day. Thanks for coming along on the ride with me. That feels good. Hopefully, I will see you in Linz tomorrow. Good night.